Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from where and when you're watching this video. I am Derek Demever, and this is to present my final project for the course GEOG485. And I feel like a video will be more representative or descriptive of what I was trying to do. So my work was to build a script tool that's going to consume GeOSM API. GeoSM is a geospatial data infrastructure that we have built for some African countries, and we have also built an API for it. And what I want to do is I want to build a script tool that's going to consume this API and pull the data directly into ArcGIS. So initially I'll start with the pseudocode. Then in my pseudocode, I will want to import the API and the request. The request is going to help me to do HTTP request to the API. Then I will declare all my script tools parameters, and then I'm going to query the catalog because the API offers two-way or two APIs links. The first one is going to query the catalog to get the list of all catalogs, and the second is going to get data depending on the location and the catalog selected. Then I'm going to create three other functions that's going to create point features, line features, and polygon features. The API, the return of the API is actually GeoJSON, but that GeoJSON, in trying to run the GeoJSON to feature tool in ArcGIS, kept on throwing an error, so I decided to build the feature classes manually. So yeah, I create three functions to do that. And then I create another function that's going to load the data or the feature class created into the map, into the current map, and just write calls to the functions so that the work can be done. So here I have my script that's been written. I have my calls to the request and the API modules. Then here I declare my script tools parameters, and I create my first function that's going to pull the catalog. The second function that's going to pull the data from a particular location, that's a country name, a particular catalog, and a layer name. Then I create another three other functions that are going to build points, lines, and polygons that are going to take the data, the output folder, output name, and the spatial reference. These are my three functions. Then the last function that's going to load the created feature class into the map. And then here I have just calls to the functions depending on the type of the layer that has been selected. If it's a point, line, or polygon layer, the required function will be run. I have a third script that is meant for the task manager. Sorry, that's meant for the task manager. So this script basically takes the location of a country, the output folder location, the catalog, and the layer from the catalog that we want to extract. And this script just needs to be passed into a task manager, and it's going to do a repetitive update depending on the interval that have been set. So each time it's just going to do an update of the data so that the person does not require us to be launching the script every time for himself. Now in ArcGIS, the script have been built. So here I have my script tool, and if I double click, I have my script parameters here. So if I go back, if I look at my script parameters, I can see that the first location have been populated with a list of countries. These are countries that are present in the GeoSM infrastructure right now. But the themes are going to be generated depending on the country that have been selected, and also the layers are going to be generated depending on the team that have been selected, and so on. So that have been done using the validation tool in the tool set. That basically is going to uh, request the API and get the informations and pass them those informations into filter list as list, and that's what's going to present himself here as a drop down list. So if I select for this example, we're going to use Ghana because Ghana is an English speaking country. And one thing I forgot to mention is that this API, the return in the theme and the layer may be in French or in English, depending if the country is a French speaking country or an English speaking country. So since this course is in English, I am going to use an English speaking country, in this case, Ghana, lucky Ghana. So here I'm just going to select Ghana, my drop down list. So it's going to query the catalog and get all the list of catalogs present here in Ghana. And I'm going to look for banks. So I'll get into economic activities. And to economic activities, I'm going to take banks. And here I'm just going to select my output folder. And I'll just call this Ghana banks. And I'll run that. So I can see all the banks of Ghana that appear, and I can check in the attribute table. And I can see a column amenity and a bank column too that gives the name of the bank. So we're going to try for lines. For lines, we're going to try to query for the roads. So we'll go back to the tool, and we're going to look for roads and transport. And in roads and transport, we're going to look for primary roads. And we will just change this Ghana primary roads. And we're going to run that. So we can see all the primary roads that have been loaded. So, and if you go back into the attribute table, you can get the information. So, the name of the streets. So we get back now. Let's try the third type of geometry. That would be a polygon. And for that, we're going to look for water and energy. That's the catalog in which you can find that. And in water and energy, we're going to look for rivers, and we're going to precise the polygons parts so that we can get all those blue marks on the map. So I'm going to select this, and here I'm just going to change this into rivers polygon, and I'm going to run. So we can see our rivers form of polygons that appear, and we're going to check just the attribute table to see what's there, and we get the names. So this is all for my presentation of my script tool. Thank you very much for watching this, and sincerely, working on this project have been really challenging, and the results I'm really proud of because I've really learned a lot from this course, and I'm really hoping to continue learning a lot into the spatial programming program. And one last thing I want to mention is that um, there are still some little errors that I'm not really getting where they are coming from. So in running the script tool, maybe on some countries you may not get the results, but that is linked mostly to the API return. It's not linked to the script tool. because the API is still in constant edition. So thank you for watching.